So I can get a nice game, pretty boy T-shirt on your clothing.
Oh, you can't do anything Seinfeld. That's all. Boy, they got that. You got to pay an arm and a leg for anything anything. I can't even use. I'm Keith Hernandez, which would be a great, T-shirt. But
it's on the.
You have to get permission.
It's the name of your book, though.
I think that maybe Little Brown paid the price.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay, but I'm sure you reach. I mean, how often do you speak to Jerry? I mean, I'm sure he's right there all the time, right? About going to Met games?
Well, he's out here in He's out in East Hampton, and I'm in Sag Harbor.
Okay.
So, but he's got his own life, and if he comes to the ballpark, he's a Met fan. He's got his suite, and we've had him in the booth a couple times.
Right.
And I think it should be an annual thing. But, he's got his own life. He's raising kids, and I've got mine. I work. And the baseball life. It's all night games, and when everybody's having dinner, I'm at the ballpark in the first inning.
That's right. And please tell me, Keith, that you have helped Jerry move in real life. Did you do that?
I wish I could say that. But after that experience with the walk-up, 2-story or 3-story walk-up, I'm done with it.
And it's amazing, thumbing through your book, some of the stories that you have, and again, the people that you have writing on the back. Obviously, A-Rod and Ron Darling are two. Gay Talese and George Will have given praise for I'm Keith Hernandez. For those who are ready to crack this book open when it's available in bookstores next May, coming up next week in May, what stories do you want them to take away from this book about you, Keith?
Well, this whole book, the premise of this whole book was that a lot of people have seen and remember me as the finished product when I came to New York, and I wanted them to know the struggles that I had, and obviously it starts in my very young age when I first started playing baseball when I was 5. All the good times, high school, and then the minor leagues where I struggled, a couple years in the minor leagues early, and then in the big leagues where I struggled my first 3 years. It took me a while to get going. I was up in the big leagues when I was 20 years old. I was 2.5 years removed from high school, and I'm up at the plate pinch hitting against Tom Seaver in Busch Stadium, which I have in the book, and getting over the fact that not getting over, finally coming to the realization that, hey, I'm a major leaguer. I belong on the same field with Pete Rose, Willie Stargell, Tom Seaver, Steve Carlton. I belong on the field, and I'm right there with them. And that was where we ended the book in 1980. At the end of April. I'd always had bad Aprils, and I finally, after my MVP season and my batting title season in '79, I had never put 2 seasons back to back, and I've always had a bad April, except for '77. And after that April, when it got to be May 1st, and I was hitting well over 300, and they couldn't get me out. That's when I realized I was a major leaguer and a pretty damn good one, and that's where the book ends. So it's basically my struggles, and it wasn't easy. It was a lot of hard times. There was a lot of good times, but there were more downs than there were up, and the perseverance and the will to be and try to be what I wanted to be. It was my aspiration since I was a little boy.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.